Back in Nigeria, most people don't talk about 25-year mortgages. It is land today, built slowly, and maybe moving in 2 to 5 years. In Canada, you can move in next month with just 5% down and a signature. Two different worlds, isn't it? But yet, same dream. But here is the catch. If you do not understand the money side in Canada, you could delay that dream for years. My name is Kenny Raji, and you're a Windsor insider and a real estate agent in Windsor. I help newcomers like you, whether you're from Nigeria, Ghana, India, or any part of the world, to buy your first home in Canada and make sure that you start building real wealth. In this episode, I'll break down exactly what you need in savings, what a deposit really is, and how you can afford the most common financial traps in home buying process. The first thing we're going to talk about is a down payment. What is it and how much you need? In Canada, your down payment is the amount you contribute upfront when buying a home. This is you saying to the lender, I have a skin in the game. Home under 500,000, you only need about 5%, and that is 25,000 on a 500,000 home. If you're buying more than 500,000 up to $1 million, it is 5% for the first 500,000, and then the rest is 10%. If your home is more than 1 million, you might have to put on 20% because there is no insurance option here. This means home ownership is possible for many newcomers sooner than they think. But you have to plan ahead. Deposits. What is it and why? A deposit is different from down payments, but it's still part of it. And you're wondering, what does that mean? When your offer is accepted by the seller, you need to submit a deposit right away, usually within the first 20 to 48 hours. Most deposits range from $5,000 to $20,000, depending on the price of your home. It is like I am serious money that holds the deal together. The third thing that you have to save for is the closing costs, the hidden escrows. In addition to your down payment, you need another 1.5 to 4% of the purchase price for your closing costs. This may include the land transfer, the legal fees, the home inspection, the appraisal, the title insurance, and the CMHC insurance if you put less than 20% down, and also the moving vans. Do not skip this. If you've seen deals fall apart, it is because people just saved enough for the down payment, but they forget about the escrows. So, where can you find money? Here's the good news. It does not all have to come from your checking account. The government has put in place fantastic programs that to help you. Number one is the RRSP homebuyer plan. You can borrow up to $35,000 tax-free. FSHA say that you can save $8,000 every year tax-free. And if you're lucky, you can get gift letters from your family, friends, but it has to be well documented. So you don't have to struggle. If you can commit to rent, you can come into a saving goal as well. So here is my offer to you. Try putting aside at least $500, at least that's about $6,000 a year towards your future home. The rent money is going to disappear, but when you buy a home, the equity grows. If you haven't saved anything yet, let's be honest, savings for down payment while you're paying bills, rent, sending money back home, and still trying to live isn't easy. But here is it. You're not lazy. You're just stretched. Here is another good news. You can start small and smart. And there are tools in Canada just to make that easy for you. Use your FHSA. This is a game changer for newcomers. You put $8,000 every year and your money grows tax-free. And you get some tax deductible too. After 5 years, you can withdraw $40,000 for your first home. Even if you end up not buying the house, you have $40,000 that you can put towards your retirement. Unlike a RRSP home buyer plan, you don't have to pay it back. It is your money. Where can you open this FHSA? You can open it at most major banks or lenders, even an insurance advisor. They will be able to help you open this. If you're not buying yet, but you want to be smart, start by opening FHSA. You can buy a home even on a very tight budget. Reach out to me today, and I can sit down with you to come up with a plan that can help you save towards your down payment. You can combine your FHSA, you can combine your RSP home buyer plan, you can combine gift letters, and boom, you are on your way. If this is not an option for you, some buyers also look into co-buying with a trusted siblings or friends, or perhaps they would go ahead and do a side hustle to get more money in. Whichever situation you are and whatever plans you have for yourself, if you want to buy, reach out to me today. Let's sit down together and review the numbers. We'll take a look at your credit, your income, your status, and your savings, and we can come with a strategy on how to buy your home in Canada. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you can hear more about buying a home in Canada. Thank you.